It's green flag time. Let's get this show on the road. Madison Toll dominates and wins. Trey Wright wins the Indianapolis 200.
Miles out nowhere. He's gonna steal it.
It's going to be Mike Fink Jr., number 38. Winnie Crouch is going to take the win here at Pocono. Side by side.
They're going to be side by side going down.
Local millions will win the Coca-Cola 600. We are the NIRA. What's up, everyone? This is your boy, NS Racing 95, aka Nathan Saban here, and welcome everyone to Watkins Glen International. And we are here for the first time this season to go road course racing in the Powerade Truck Series, and the part-time qualifying race is green here at Watkins Glen. And Jacob Thibodeau in the 04 truck will lead it halfway through lap number 1. This is a really short race, only 5 laps for this qualifying race. And in the main event, just a half hour from now, as that was the number maybe 7 of Royals that got off the racetrack right there, but he's gonna keep it straight. But as I was saying, a very short heat race, only 5 laps, and it's gonna be even more short in the main event, because in the main event it's only 14 laps. So a very short race, but a very long track. Right now is 4s 1, 2, 3 with Thibodeau, Lineback, and Olvera. A couple of trucks, one wide off of turn number 10. And speaking of turns and running off the track, that's exactly of what Thibodeau did. And now that's gonna allow Lineback to take the race lead away here at Watkins Glen. But Thibodeau might be able to get a 1 going into the S's though, and going into the carousel. Top 6 will advance on to the top 6 will make it into the Nintendo Switch 185K. And Thibodeau not gonna send it. I thought he was gonna try moving him, but he's just gonna keep it straight. Now going into the boot for the second time today. No one goes off that time. And Thibodeau trying to run a little bit lower, but can't get to the inside of Lineback. Meanwhile, there's a battle for 4th going on between Royals and the 21 of Nottingham Scott. That's the first side-by-side battle on the racetrack right now. But the battle for the top spot is still going hard and still going really strong. Now, last time in NASCAR 2011, Thibodeau made a mistake. Now will Lineback make a mistake. He's gonna go a little bit wider, and he's gonna do the same thing that Lineback did. And oh my god, not against Scott Angel Olvera. Big shots. What I should have said was that Lineback did the same thing that happened to Thibodeau. And unfortunately, Nottingham Scott and Angel Olvera had nowhere to go. And that's going to take all 3 of those trucks out of the running to make it into race number 7 on the season. Tough break. And that was a big time hit right there. Here at the Glen. But now this changes everything. And the last guy that would be in would be the 14 of Brandon Beal. And now Alexi to the inside of the 32 of Leon Smith Jr. battling for that 5th position. But now, because of that, there's a gigantic gap between Thibodeau and Voiles, and there's a big gap between Voiles and Frazier, and there's a big gap between Frazier and the rest of the pack. So that's gonna change everything in the last 2.5 laps. But these just a tough boy for Angel over there who has no left front fender anymore. Noggin, Scott, and Lineback, who wasn't second, hit that outside wall exactly of what Thibodeau did the lap prior. And that's unfortunately going to take him out of the running here. And he will not make it into the Nintendo Switch 185K. But that's going to be a common theme for not only today, but also tomorrow for the Red Bull Cup Series race. It's not an easy road course to drive on, and there's going to be a lot of mistakes here at Watkins Glen. Hopefully these guys are able to get back to pit road, and it looks like actually Lineback is faster than Overa and Scott, but he's not going to make it whatsoever. I think these guys will not be a factor for the leaders, I don't think, since they're already exiting the boot. But meanwhile, 2 laps to go, and Thibodeau has almost a 3-second gap over the 87 of Daniel Royals. Bobby Frazier in 3rd, Alexi in 4th, 5th is Landon Smith Jr., and 6th as of now is Brandon Beal, but he has the 56th of Andrew Miller right behind him, and the number 1 of Clark McKee as well. Pretty much from 4th on back, it is a battle for those last 3 spots. But at the same time, these guys are catching up with Bobby Frazier. That's the thing with CTS physics and with these trucks. You can be by yourself, but you will still be slower than a big pack, just based off of how this road course is. And they will all make it back to pit road. Scott over and Lineback, so they won't be a factor in this last lap. But a very short qualifying race, and for the second time, the 04 of Thibodeau hits the outside wall, and Voiles also hits the wall. Alexi hits the wall. That's gonna be what the trouble spot off of NASCAR turn 11. But meanwhile, Jacob Thibodeau is on cruise control right now. A 3.5 second gap over Dan Royals. Bobby Frazier in 3rd, Alexi in 4th, Beal in 5th, but not for long because now Miller, he's trying to take 5th place away. You can just see the damage on that left side of the 04 truck. It's not been an easy qualifying race for those. It's not been an easy qualifying race for that team. But they will make it into the show as long as nothing catastrophic happens in this last half of a lap. The top 3 are pretty much safe at this point. Thibodeau, Royals, and Fraser, but this is the main battle for that last spot between Clark McKee and Brandon Beal. And Thibodeau he leaves the boot, and so does everyone else. And coming off with NASCAR turn 11, Jacob Thibodeau is not going to hit the wall this time, and he's going to win the part-time qualifying race. Foils in second, Frazier in third. Oh boy! Miller's going to get fourth, Alexi fifth, and Brandon Beal will get the last transfer spot in the number 14. What a wild part-time qualifying race, and that was only 5 laps. These guys, the top 6 that made it, they not only have 8 advantage, but now they have to do it for 14 laps instead of 5 laps. This is going to be something here today at Watkins Glen for the first road course on the season and the only road course in the regular season. Watkins Glen, and then of course World America later on in the playoffs. But Jacob Thibodeau gets the job done, and he will be joined by Daniel Voiles, Bobby Frazier, Andrew Miller, Alexi, and Brandon Beal here at Watkins Glen and for the Nintendo Switch 185K. So with that being said, congratulations to Thibodeau, Voiles, Frazier, Miller, Alexi, and Beal for all making it into race number 7 on the season. And um until a half hour from now for race number 7 on the season and for the Nintendo Switch 185K. I will see you guys then. Once again, congratulations to Jacob Thibodeau and everyone else for making it onto the main event. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye!